Hi, friend. Welcome to SlothTalk. I am him, Karma the Big Sloth. And boy, you got me feeling like Tevin Campbell today because I just want to talk for just a little bit. Well, Alright. So if you know anything about me, you know I love the television. I talk about it all the time. Okay. So I happen to slip down what experts call a rabbit hole. Okay, so I happened to see the live action Scooby-Doo. And when I was watching that, I saw Sarah Michelle Gellar. I forgot that she was in that movie. And once I saw Sarah Michelle Gellar, it reminded me of a lot of stuff that I grew up with, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Come on, bro. She was everywhere for a little bit. Her, Melissa Joan Hart. I mean, Clarissa Explains It All. Come on, bro. Kyla Pratt. Her voice is so imprinted in my brain from like the Proud Family, and I'm sure she's done like a million cartoons. But these people are like hallmarks to how I remember growing up. So I started to think like, what are things that describe you as a person throughout your history using movies or music or television shows? Like for me, for example, when I think of my childhood, I immediately think of Ninja Turtles. I was a huge Ninja Turtle head, right? And then it gets interesting when we start going into like the shows I remember, like, Saved by the Bell. I remember that. I actually remember I used to watch an Archie cartoon before going to high school, early in the morning. And I also remember Inspector Gadget. Watching Inspector Gadget, I also remember. One cartoon that's really pivotal during growing up for me is the Transformers, but the 3D version. And I remember that because when my dad would pick me up on the weekends and he would make breakfast, oftentimes that cartoon was on. And now that I'm an adult, I go and watch that cartoon all the time, and it brings back fond memories. And once I started thinking of that, I started thinking of other stuff, like how, I can no longer listen to, Juvenile's Slow Motion because I got my heart broken back in the day when it first came out. And that used to be our song. Now, like, that song disgusts me. And I don't even, here's the thing, like, I don't even remember what went wrong in the relationship. Like, it's such a distant memory, like, there's nothing attached to it. But every time the song comes on, it's like, okay, turn it off. Turn it off for real. I don't know, it's ingrained. But, once you start going down this rabbit hole, like, you can't stop. Because I started thinking about, like, remember Snick? Remember, like, Kenan and Kel? Are you afraid of the dark? Episode 3 of Sloth Talk submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society. Like, oh man. Okay, so check it out. Like I said, I went down the rabbit hole, and what I realized is a lot of these shows had reunion specials like 2 or 3 years ago, or that's when those specials were posted on YouTube, and I watched them. Like, a lot of them don't even look any older. It's amazing. And that reminded me, like, how much of a mental trip television is. Because, for example, Full House was on for so long, and then it hit syndication, so it's been on for years and years. So you're watching the television, and the Olsen twins are little. So when you look up their ages and you realize how old they are, it's like, how? I remember being older, watching them as babies. It's really like a mental trip, a little bit. It's really like a mental trip. Like, yo, how can we be like, how can we be similar ages? Like, I've been watching you for years and you've been a kid. It's a little bit, it's a little bit wild, just a little bit, man. But when I started thinking about Kyla Pratt, that's when I bumped into Simpsons Declassified. It's a YouTube channel that's hosted by Nancy Cartwright, the lady who does Bart Simpson, right? And that's like her regular. That's her regular voice. That's her regular voice. And I'm wondering, like, when you voice an iconic character like that, how is it hard? It's gotta be hard to be like normal. Like, you know, I mean, it's like, okay, like she's an older lady, but like I'm saying, and she's married, but I'm saying, like, if she was on the dating market, like, how could you, like, every time she spoke, you would just hear Bart Simpson. Like, I don't understand. Like, you that was just it. That's wild to me. That's wild to me. You see what I'm saying? Like I can no longer see you a certain way because every time you open your mouth, you sound like Bart Simpson. Like, there's nothing like attractive. Like, I don't know. There's nothing like sexy about Bart Simpson. Like, and you sound exactly like Bart Simpson. Like, I don't know. Like that just kind of makes me laugh. Okay, and also a little fun fact I learned while doing research for episode 3. Okay, so if you like Seinfeld, like I like Seinfeld, if you remember the episode where Jerry got a really smelly car, and then people who would get in the car would be like, "What's that smell?" And then the smell got on their clothes. Okay. So Elaine gets in the car, right, and her hair gets all smelly, right, and then she goes to meet her boyfriend, like, and she you know, takes baths and stuff like that, and like he hugs her and he goes, "It's still there," and she's like, I took a bath, and he's like, "Oh no, it's still there," and he starts to gag. Like, okay, that was hilarious. That guy plays Salem on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. That just blew my mind. If you're like a TV person like I am, that just blew my mind a little bit, for real. So I had to get on here and share that. And another fun fact. So I've been looking at, like, where are they now to try to see where some of these people are, and Sarah Michelle Gellar does a voice for Star Wars Rebels. I didn't know that. And I had forgotten, you know, she was on Crazy Ones most recently with Robin Williams. You know, R.I.P. his last show he did before his passing. Okay. Alright, that's enough of that. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes, bro. Okay, look, Saturday night's main event, bro. Okay, the joint was fire, bro. I can't even hold you, dog. It was straight fire, bro. Oh, and I'm supposed to be recording this thing, my bad. Oh. But the whole thing was straight fire. Okay. Like, the mix of the NXT and the main roster talent, oh, perfect. Sol Ruka and Bailey loved it. Obafemi, look, okay, so I skipped a couple days. Okay, so let me go back to Friday when it comes to Obafemi. Okay, so this is what I liked about it. So Cody Rhodes comes out, right, and it's like Drew McIntyre, and he's like, oh, you know, all pissed off about Drew McIntyre, and then all of a sudden Obafemi's music hits. That's right. You got the game messed up, sir. You looking at the wrong one, champion. You looking at the wrong one. And the way he came in there, he was like, yo, the destroyer, the bringer of war. I was hyped. I was like, yes. The ruler has arrived. Yes, exactly. They all showed themselves fantastically. All the talent from NXT, I loved it. You know, Javon Evans and Slater killed it as always. I really loved it. I really loved it. I wasn't disappointed at all. I knew we knew Cena was gonna tap. We knew that. Come on, bro. You really thought he was gonna get pinned? I never thought that. I don't know why you would think that. His whole thing is never give up. It's very poetic for your last match for you to give up. It's straight poetry. I knew it. I knew it. Oh man. It was, you know, it was in DC. I wish it was kind of somewhere else. The audience, the hypeness of the audience, I guess the hypeness of the audience didn't really come through to me on the TV. I thought they would have been a little bit more hype. I mean, they were hype, but it didn't seem like as much. Maybe they toned it down. You know, one thing that kind of, you know, bothers me a little bit is the cursing, just like as a person at home, because they bleep it. And they bleep it, so it's like large sections of audio missing, and it's kind of annoying when you're trying to catch dialogue. I mean, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But hey, I really enjoyed the whole thing. Like, you know, I like everybody else. Like, as soon as I saw, look, Peter Rosenberg was right. And I want to talk about that too. But Peter Rosenberg was right. As soon as Obafemi stepped on the scene, you started thinking like, bro, I want to see this dude with like Brock Lesnar. I want to see like Randy Orton. I want to see, like, you start putting these like dream matches together, bro. I love Obafemi. Great showing. And the same for Javon Evans. Like, I love a Javon Evans match. Like, you know, I just, you know, he's just exciting. Though, you know, his athleticism. You know why I think I like him so much? Because you can just tell he's such like a genuine fan. It's almost like the kid that builds pillow wrestling rings and jumps around. Like, if that kid, exactly the way his imagination is, grew up and went through the TV, I feel like that's Javon Evans. I feel like he's each and every kid that wants to be a wrestler. And he's good. And he's entertaining. And he knows what it is to be entertaining. I can tell that already. He has a bright future ahead of him. I really appreciated that. Like, I really appreciated Saturday night's main event because, like, as the night went on, you could tell, like, the matches were thought out. Like, Sol Ruka and Bailey, that's a dream match. Like, that's a dream match. For somebody like me who watch NXT, like I've said before, right now for me, the NXT storylines are better than the main roster storylines. So I am an NXT fan. So to see the NXT, like, the people from NXT that I really like go to the main roster and go against like other people that I really like, I thoroughly enjoyed that. And for me as a wrestling fan, somebody who's a wrestling fan, and me feeling like especially SmackDown has missed the mark as of late, like WWE needed a win from me. They needed a win. And Saturday night's main event, it was a win for me. It really was. It really was. That was fire. That was fire. Now, the crazy thing is, like, I was so happy for, like, Obafemi, and then it was perfect that, after each match, they showed, like, a sign of a respect for each other, and they did the John Cena salute. Perfect. Unfortunately, my next thought was, okay, if one of them gets called up to the main roster, are they going to get lost in the sauce and we're never going to see them again? Unfortunately, like, I liked Blair Davenport. She got called up, disappeared. There are countless names like that. I don't want that to happen. But the great thing, that didn't happen with Trick Williams. Trick Williams been back and forth and back and forth. So maybe they've learned, or maybe it just takes a certain type of person. I don't know. But I don't want to see like a Sol Ruka or Obafemi get lost in the sauce. I really like them. I really like them as characters. I really like them as wrestlers. Or Javon Evans. You know what I mean? Let's see. Okay. And that's really everything I wanted to talk about, you guys. So, my bad. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. I'm a big DJ Academics fan. Okay, I watch his stream regularly. Like, DJ Academics on the Academics channel. I catch him on Rumble and I catch him on YouTube. Yo, DJ Academics been walking Ebro for days, like a dog. Been walking him like a dog for days. Days. It is the most hilarious, uncomfortable thing at the same time. Like, I would never laugh at the misfortune of others. Like, it's unfortunate that Ebro got fired. I'm sure he'll bounce back. But, I mean, the reason why I bring that up, like, Academics made some valid points. Like, he brought up back in the day how Ebro basically laughed at him. Like, because Academics was like, I have a YouTube channel. Like, Academics is the biggest. Like, Academics is the biggest. So Academics, he did his little victory laugh. He was like, basically, remember the time you laughed and told me I had a little YouTube channel, and now that you're fired, you're gonna get on the social media and be like, join my YouTube channel. And of course, Academics did his little victory walk, victory lap, and dog walked Ebro. Dog walked him. Hilarious. If you get a chance, type Academics in YouTube, it'll come right up. Bro, consistently. Ebro will say something, Academics will put a clip, Ebro will say something negative, then Academics will refute it and show proof. Ridiculous, bro. Oh man. I bring that up to say, stay on your grind, bro. Stay on your grind. There's going to come a time where nobody believes in you, and that's when you have to put it in turbo and really believe in yourself. Do it for yourself, bro. If you don't do it for yourself, then your life is long and not in a good way. Those people that you're sacrificing for, if they're not your friends or family, they're not gonna lay in the grave with you. You know what I mean? Like, if you sacrifice your life for things that don't really matter, at the end of it, you're gonna feel like it's gonna be wasted potential. People say all the time, the graveyard is full of people with wasted potential. So clearly I'm preaching to myself, but obviously, I say if it helps y'all, great. But I really think, I needed to hear that this is the new me, like not the character, but like this is a rededication to myself. And by that I mean the rededication to be the person I want to be. You feel me? I mean, because I only have one life. And this year's coming to a close. This year is ending for me with a lot of uncertainty. But I believe God has my back. I have my YouTube. I have my little nation growing. And I'm the biggest sloth. The news mammal. Right? So, come join my YouTube channel. I'm gonna try to do an each and every day kind of thing, Sloth Talk. Anyway, this has been episode 3. I love talking to you guys. And I feel a lot better now that I got all that stuff off my chest. Alright, y'all. Until next time, peace.